Let's read Chaos Child. Yes, okay. Right, that's all set. I'm broadcasting the correct game. No, that's not right. I'll reset that just to make certain it's bloody correct. Because I did... Oh, I forgot to update the live notification. Oh, bollocks. Oh well. Oh well. We're just gonna have to roll with it. Anyway, I had to mess around with the screen resolution before starting. I didn't wanna like have you guys sat here waiting for me to sort shit out. I am getting slightly better at this. Slightly better. Anyway, this game is done by our friends at SpikeChungsoft. I believe. Yes. Let me just double check that. I'm pretty certain it's let's see, store page. Well, yeah, it's published by SpikeChungsoft, okay. So it might not be it might not be the case. Yeah, so those who join, this is the intro. Here we go, and delusion becomes reality, but the noise you get, sensual world. Yeah, I'm terrible at reading. As you can see from that intro, that's one of the reasons why I bought this game. Also, it's published by SpikeChungsoft, so I was quite confident. Oh, this weird trippy intro as well. Just when it comes into the menu. What's it with this weird face? Like a Siamese twin face. There it is. If you are a god, delusion becomes reality. About what kind of noise you get. This is the sensual world, the despoiled world, the destructive sanctions. Not sure what that means, but I'm sure we'll find out. In Let's Read Chaos Child. November 6th, 2009 AD, 10:28 PM. It came without warning. The hell? Let's say Eve from Parasite Eve. She's up to old tricks again. It was a magnitude 7.8 earthquake, with an epicenter directly under the city. This disaster reduced one of Tokyo's busiest downtown areas to nothing in a single night. Bloody hell. The high-rise buildings that birthed so many trends and fads collapsed, as if giving up their role in society. Black fires spread throughout the city. As individuals fell into the grip of the crowd's psychology, their terror was magnified. Combined, all of these things took many lives. I can imagine, shit. The final death toll was 3,851. The final number of injured was 30,927. This event would later be known as the Shibuya earthquake. I'm still not feeling too well. Even in all the destruction, people still suffered the most in their hearts. Some who had lost their families came together to share new resolve, while others who had been forced to watch their friends die were driven by guilt to take their own lives. Shit, I can imagine. Not sure I could survive that. As the baby was miraculously reunited with its parents after 72 hours, a child in an evacuation shelter asked her dad, "When's Mummy coming home?" He had no answer. Some of the wounded made it to the hospitals by looking at real-time updates on the web. Others saw people on the internet talking about the disaster as if it were a movie, and were driven mad. Ooh. A homeless man was saved from malnutrition by an organised volunteer group. But at the same time, a middle school boy punched a self-centered volunteer who'd come to Shibuya to find himself in the face. It was the first time in that boy's life he'd ever been violent. PTSD, okay. Psychological toll was incredible, and many of the survivors would later manifest symptoms similar to those associated with PTSD. The young were hit the hardest, and before long the cause of those symptoms were driven to a name: Chaos Child Syndrome. Rebuilding happened in a feverish pitch never seen before. It felt inappropriate to say, "hang in there," but people felt that somebody had to do something. The new slogan was "Shibuya, a city reborn," and no amount of money or manpower was spared in aiding the endeavour. The whole town was in the grip of a fever. In private, a leader of the redevelopment efforts said, "This may sound unkind, but this frenzy feels like a town burying its grief by holding a festival." Building codes were rigorously evaluated with an eye toward earthquake engineering. Perhaps in an effort to emphasize the city's safety, security cameras were put up all over town. Shibuya would become a place where everyone could live in peace. Yeah, we've seen how that goes. But at the same time, a rumor began to spread about the earthquake. Something about this earthquake doesn't make sense. There were no aftershocks, and the damage had spread in a strange way. Harajuku and Ibisu, areas only a kilometer away from Shibuya, suffered few casualties and even fewer collapsed buildings. This damage pattern had never been observed in any prior earthquake, and so more than a few pundits claimed that the Shibuya earthquake must have been artificial. More than anything, some of the survivors all said the same thing. Saying the same things. "I saw a white light. I heard a sound like a ringing in my ears." Too many people experienced this for anyone to laugh it off, but no cause of the phenomena was ever found. It was just more evidence to those who believed that something about the earthquake had been wrong. I quite agree. Then, 6 years after the strange earthquake in 2015, something else was about to attract attention in reborn city of Shibuya. Again, I apologize if I'm butchering the names. Destructive sanctions, question mark, or... September the 7th, 2015, Saturday night.
はい。ではいつも通り3分くらい募集をかけるんで適当によろです。
Yeah, I'm not going to bother talking over them, but yeah, okay. I'm going to take 3 minutes of questions. Get over it. Second he spoke, the comment box started to fill. Yuma Otani, again, sorry for pushing it, watched it for a few seconds and then he saw the request. When does Haru tell us she's dating someone? He smiled to himself. Just what he wanted. Most of the requests were about hot actors or cute idols. His audience was so stupid that it was easy to tell exactly what they were going to ask. The problem was always whether the name that came up was someone he knew. That was a question of luck and of how popular they were. But Haru, her full name was Haruko something or other, she was fine. Just a few days ago, he'd forced himself to go into an event he'd rather have skipped and seen it for himself.
Yes.
Okay. Satisfied, Utani got up to get some snacks, like he always did. He lived in a one-bedroom condo located 8 minutes from Shibuya Station. Cost 150,000 yen per month. Whew. It had been built after the earthquake, so the furnishings and layout were modern. A little more room would have been nice, but compared to the 40,000 per month place he'd lived in last year, it was heaven.
来年にはもうちょっと便利なところに引っ越すか。
Next year, maybe I'll move somewhere more convenient. At 21 years old, Utani felt satisfied for the first time in his life. In 4th grade, he'd gotten big into online gaming and stopped going to school. Eventually, he'd stopped leaving his room altogether. Then, he'd gotten addicted to drugs that made him sleepy, but did nothing else. Once seeing only darkness in his future, he'd planned to commit suicide. In the chaos after the earthquake 6 years ago, he'd finally managed to leave his room, but his family had already given up on him. After he failed his entrance exams, he went to live on his own in Shibuya, and he hadn't spoken to his parents since. Well, how does he get money then? As far as I know, he'd failed the exams 3 times in a row. In fact, he hadn't even gone to the tests out of the first time. There wasn't anything he wanted to learn in college or any companies he wanted to work for badly enough. I can understand that. He had no goal in life at all. But things were different now.
アットちゃんにもたまには本当のことが書かれてるもんだ。チーズでいいか。
Guess I'll get some cheese. Guess I'll have some cheese. Okay. Maybe At-chan. What is At-chan? Never mind. Took a block of cheap cheese he'd bought at the supermarket out of the fridge. Usually he never ate anything this cheap. But on Ikonia live streaming, it wasn't just what you said, how you looked when you said it also mattered. Huh, that's funny, we're streaming now. Unfortunately I don't have a camera, so you can't see my ugly mug. It wasn't a good looking man, let alone a cute girl. He was just a plain old guy, and so to keep his program popular, he needed to make them think he was poor, barely managing to scrape by, in fact. Well, that's where we differ. That's why he kept the area around his PC and the parts of his apartment that you could see from his webcam completely plain. Last month, he'd finally reached the goal of 4,000 viewers. Bloody hell. For a man with nothing going for him, Rotani, this was extremely unusual. 3 months ago, he'd guessed the winners of a popularity contest a certain idol group was holding, as well as their total number of votes. That must have really paid off. After that, his numbers had been going up steadily. Late last month, when his streams had appeared at the top of Ikonya's page, he'd seen a huge increase. No idea who that is. Right now, he'd gotten above 4,500, and it was quite possible he'd break 5,000 by the end of the month. I wish I had that kind of success. It was around late last year when he'd started to wonder about his power. It was a certain rumour on one of At-chan's occult boards that made him really start to realise what he had. The name he'd chosen for his stream subtly reflected this. I've got power too. Nah, not really. Then I learned that I can see the future. He took out a knife to cut the cheese. And some asshole knocked on his door. There was a strange sound.
Huh?
Cheese doesn't make that sound when you cut it normally. He thought he'd just imagined it when... Yeah, I can do that too. That's what it sounded like to me. If there says 4 knocks, I swear I heard 5. He heard it again. It was coming from the door. Someone was clearly knocking on his door.
Mitsurin-ka?
Jungle? Suspicious, he walked towards the door to answer, then checked the clock. It was 11:41 PM. Bloody hell. Not exactly normal delivery hours. No.
なんだよ。つか、生放送中だっつうの。
You try to ignore it. But... No, it's 4 knocks. Knocking continued. It was the same rhythm at the same pace. So... I said the visitor's goal wasn't to come inside, but simply to make that sound. Tony felt a bit creeped out. He decided to go to the intercom camera to see who it was, but then realised that would be pointless. Knock, 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 knock. So 1, 2, 1? Only the auto-locking door on the first floor had a camera. The door to Tony's room on the 5th floor had an intercom but no camera. That's shit. Tony gave up.
つうか、用ならインターホン押せよ。
Push the intercom button, damn it.
Yeah,
if he was a drunk, it wouldn't be knocking like that, I don't think. That's too steady for that, yeah. And there was no voice yelling at him to open up. Yeah, not likely to be a drunk. He'd seen this door a million times, but suddenly it looked somehow different. Someone he didn't know was on the other side of the wall, demanding entry in the middle of the night. Somehow, this made the door seem intimidating. Oh, I could imagine, Jesus. If I had that sort of experience, it'd be worse because I live at home, so... Lieutenant thought he might look through the peephole to see who was outside. He was then disgusted to find himself too scared to even get close to the door. Wait, the intercom didn't have a camera, but it did have a microphone. Turned toward the living room so he could use the intercom and find out what they wanted. Otani, it's me. Sorry to come by so suddenly. He stopped when he heard that voice. It's me. I'm very sorry to bother you at this hour. Trying to remember who the speaker was, but found he couldn't. But from the tone of the voice and the words, they probably weren't a weirdo. I don't know, you met my friends. When they said I'm sorry, it sounded like they really meant it. Turning aside softly with a relief and then realised he was still carrying the knife that he had been using to cut the cheese. It suddenly felt stupid to feel so nervous. He quickly laid the knife on top of the Life? I meant knife. Whoops. It's me. Don't you remember? The voice simply repeated itself. But who are you? He whispered to himself as he opened the door. Don't notice his eyebrows at the people standing there. He looked them up and down, then looked at their faces again. Their eyes met. Then suddenly felt a piercing headache. Turning to close his eyes and put his right hand up to his temple. He could feel the blood pounding in his veins through his fingers. He staggered and quickly put his other hand against the wall to keep from falling over. The pain was like the old days when he'd overdosed on antidepressants, but much more intense. Ugh. He grit his teeth again the pain, I think it means against the pain, and dug his nails into the wall that was holding him up. As he waited for the pain in his fingers to help dull the pain in his mind. Mr. Utani, are you okay? He heard a voice he'd heard many times before, and felt a concerned hand on his shoulder. He somehow managed to ignore the pain and open his eyes. A worried face was peering down at him.
大丈夫。最近たまにあるんだ。
Overwork perhaps? You've been so busy lately, you shouldn't push yourself too hard.
相変わらず心配性だな、お前は。大丈夫だよ。さあ、入ってくれ。
He opened his mouth as wide as he could and moaned, trying to ease the pain as he let his important guest inside. Important guest that just now he said he couldn't remember. I know mine. As he turned his back on his guests, he told himself that it had been a long time since he'd seen them. Or maybe not. It couldn't have been more than 2 months since they'd last met. It only felt long because he'd wanted to see them so badly.
そうだ。せっかく来てもらったのにすまん。生放送中なんだよ。
While he was out there, he decided he would cut some cheese for himself and his guests. Oh, don't worry about us.
いや、お前ら相手にそういうわけにもいかないだろ。
What's wrong?
いや、なんでもない。
No, it's nothing. The blade wasn't cut into the cheese. That's a shit blade then. That's strange, he told himself as he pushed down more force. He cut into the surface and it made an unpleasant sound he'd never heard before. But no matter how hard he pushed, it wouldn't go further. The hell? Confused, he yanked the knife back and forth like a saw, but it only cut in slightly deeper. It was as if there was something hard inside the cheese. And even though he'd only just taken it out of the fridge, it was slightly warm. What's wrong with this thing? Oh, bloody hell. Irritated, he slammed the handle of the knife against the cheese. But all it did was bash it a little. He couldn't cut through it. What the hell's going on? God damn it! I'll help you. His customers heard the sound because they rushed over. They had another knife. When did they get that out? There's a trick to cutting this thing. Put a knife up against the cheese and began to move it with a practiced hand. Sounds like your work is going well. That's my turn. Their voice is slightly low. What kind of cheese makes that sound? So I didn't realise that they were trying to keep their voices from being picked up by the streaming microphone, and lowered his voice as well. Yeah. He grinned and nodded. His guess has introduced him to a firm that handled advertising space for popular websites, which had been giving him regular work. His reputation had quietly spread throughout the small web advertising industry, and soon he was getting more and more offers.
流行を予想することが肝なこの仕事は天職だよ。出来レースみたいなもんだ。
True, if I could see the future, that'd be perfect. Then why do these streams?
一言では言いづらいな。強いて言えば、自分がどこまでいけるか試したいみたいな感じなんだけど。
I mostly do it because it's something to do. I mean, my current situation, I'm not going to be able to get a job, especially with my back problems and shit. So I do these streams all for fun, really. But if I get something out of it, all the better. That's right. His power wasn't meant to be wasted on jobs that anyone could do.
誰も経験したことないから誰かに聞くってわけにいかないだろ。だから自分でやれるだけやってみたいっつうかってかっこよすぎかこれは。
No, it's wonderful, I think, and done. After he smacked it a few times, the cheese was a little funny looking, but the even slices were lined up neatly on the plate.
悪いな、働かせて。
I'm getting disturbed at trying to think of what that cheese actually is. Maybe it's someone's hand or something, I don't know. It's nothing, go on, I'll wait until your stream is finished. Oh, bloody hell. No, I don't want to watch a YouTube video, you stupid... US Center's bill ban on loot boxes and egregious microtransactions. Nice. Anyway, yeah, right, back to this. I'll wait till your stream is finished.
ああ、冷蔵庫の中適当に見繕ってくれていいから。ああ、静かにな。
But be quiet. He's late, and did he log off? A few minutes had turned into 15. Ah. Yeah, let's use them again and chew loudly.
申し訳ない。この安売りセールしていたチーズがありえないくらい硬くて。
And new hobbies. This is weird. Like this way, shake, shake. This doesn't make me sick. This doesn't make me sick. What? So it's a confusing question. The comments were strange. He thought there might be something on the camera, but he turned around and saw only his fake poor room.
どうしました?
Is something wrong? He spoke into the camera, but the commenters still didn't make any sense, and they were coming in faster. Maybe there was a problem with the camera? He reached his right hand out towards it. In an instant, his headache was back. Oh. The same pain as before. No, worse. Closed his eyes and jerked forward, banging his head hard against the desk. But the pain in his head was so bad that he didn't even feel it. Ooh. He tried to hold his head in his hands, but for some reason, his right hand wouldn't move. So instead, he pushed his other hand up against his temple. It felt squishy. The vein was incredibly swollen and it felt like rubber. And each time he felt his blood pulse through it, there was an unpleasant sensation in his fingers. He stamped his feet against the floor, hoping to find some small escape from the pain, but it didn't even get slightly better. It was then that he realised he was crying. He could feel the tears coming out of his eyes. The pain was moving there now too. Unable to bear it, he opened his eyes. What the fuck? Disgusting. Unsubscribing, blah blah blah. Ugh. He gasped. The whole scene before him. The whole scene appeared in front of him like some kind of awful magic trick. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? That's a shit show. This is so creepy. Fake, real, fake, fake, real, fake, real weirdos. What's going on? Why is his mouth like that? Suddenly the sound was suddenly wet, dropping to the floor. As he turned towards it. His right arm was gone at the elbow and the stump was gushing blood. As he pulled blood on the floor, the sound he heard was new blood splattering into it. Oh, I was right, it was his hand! He somehow cut off his own hand! Tan didn't understand what had happened to him. What was going on? He'd just gone to check and knock on the door. Pain screamed within him. Any sense of pain is what remained in his right arm was overcome by the pain in his head. He felt nothing from his arm at all, though he saw blood dripping on the floor. What the hell is going on? He blinked and forced his aching eyes to function and looked around the room. On top of his desk he found the rest of his arm. It was sitting on a plate. At first it looked like it was still in one piece, but it wasn't. It was neatly cut into uniform pieces. Each piece was about a centimetre wide and the slices moved neatly towards his fingers. They sat upon the plate in roughly his arm's original shape. Miraculously, he saw there was no blood on the tip of his index finger. He still didn't understand that it was really his own arm, but sheer disgust at what caused him to leap out of his chair. What was this? What kind of prank was this? It was flowing in his mouth and he vomited. Painfully was splashed against the desk. Kind of a shame we didn't get to see the arm, but that would have been a bit too gross, I guess. He saw something solid in the middle of it. It was a thumb. It was coated in bite marks, saliva and stomach acid, but horribly he remembered it. What? When he had put that in his mouth? His painful mind suddenly heard a sound he'd never heard before. Each time he heard the sound, the pain in his head got worse. He turned towards the camera, hoping for an answer of something that was happening. But of course there was none to be found. The screen was still filling with comments, but his eyes were too filled with tears for him to read them. Ooh. As the whole world turned red, Utani didn't even realise that his lips were turning purple. His lips had turned purple from lack of oxygen, but were stained red with blood from his severed thumb, which he had chewed himself. As he tried to fight the pain, he began to fall unconscious and tears fell from his eyes. The tears seemed pink to him. Oh, he was weeping blood. Oh, it's like he was poisoned. He died, still facing the camera. Oh. His guests watched the chain of events unfold, then silently headed for the door. Just before they left the room. Goodbye, they said as if nothing at all was wrong, and shut the door. Whoa. God, what the hell? Desperate for followers. The usual stream. September 19th, 2015, Friday night. I thought I was Utani then, but clearly not, because he's dead. Amani Takayanagi had finished her concert. Like always, she stayed behind to help put away the instruments. She even helped clean up the audience seats, even though that was the concert hall's job. Only after all that was done she could take a break. There wasn't much time left before her solo street concert, but she still had to help anyway. She'd always been like that. Even if it wasn't her responsibility, she couldn't help but get involved. It was like in middle school when one of her friends who wasn't as good at studying asked her for test notes. Or in high school when a girl she knew asked her how to make Valentine's chocolate for a boy she really liked. She stayed up so many nights her own test grades were worse than her friends, and she didn't have even anyone to give chocolate to on Valentine's Day. Oh, that's sad. In the end, it was the other person's responsibility, not hers, but... Yeah, I can identify with that, personally. Momone Takayagi was at heart scared of not doing everything she could, even if everything wasn't her responsibility. The concert today was another big success. Sure, it was a tiny room that could only fit in 150 people or so, standing room only, but tickets were 3,000 yen, high for a band with an amateur vocalist like her, and they still sold out instantly. It was bizarre how excited the crowd was. She'd heard sobs during the ballad and during one of the high-tempo songs. The audience had stood up all the way back on the back row. That's impossible. She felt her chin and hugged herself tightly. It's not that her band wasn't popular. They'd started out in a sang it category and had kept going by doing covers of popular anime songs. Huh. It helped that her face, which had earned her the nickname Scarecrow in school, could look really good when she wore makeup. Oh, poor girl. Actually, the interesting thing about the anime bands and that, I saw someone show me a video of a American gospel group that was actually singing Cool Angel Synthesis from Evangelion, and they did a really bloody good job of it. Anyway, back to the game. And if all of them put on ridiculous costumes and acted like idiots, some people would enjoy that. Videos of their concerts and performances pulled a decent number of views online. But Takayanagi noticed the vast majority of the people looking at the videos were people who'd come to her concerts. People who'd experienced that insane intensity were going back to the videos to try and feel it again. They knew that they probably wouldn't even feel even 1% of it. True, experiencing a band live is definitely different than doing it on TV. I got that feeling when I was at the stadium. Ticket prices and audience sizes were one thing, but the strangest thing to her was their eyes. Their eyes pierced right through her, unblinking. They were like pets, totally dependent on their master. The meaning of the lyrics began to take over their lives, and they never even questioned it. Self-doubt, I get that a lot. When she first realised that this was happening, she tried to quit the band. Even if she couldn't, she at least wanted to stop doing the live shows where people heard her directly. But the others around her wouldn't let that happen. I know, I got good money. Your voice is amazing, they would tell her. They forced her to keep singing, even as the concerts began to terrify her. Tried to get out of it, but in the end she kept giving in. She owed her fellow band members for getting a plain dull girl like her into music. Well, she's clearly not plain dull, is she? And for a while, part of her managed to have fun. But in the end, she lacked the tiny bit of courage needed to break out of the cycle. She forced herself to get up and head towards the street concert, which she didn't really want to do. She received an email. She read it slowly. She almost dropped her smartphone. She read it again and again, trying to control her shaking hands. It was nothing special, just a simple message about one of the songs she'd made. Good song. Keep it up. She tried to stop the tears, but couldn't. The band would get too many messages like this to count, especially after concerts. She knew it was rude, but to be honest, she was sick of them. But this email address wasn't for her band. It was one for a site where she had anonymously uploaded original songs. In other words, whoever sent this message hadn't come to her concerts. They'd never heard her voice live or felt its strange power. But they still said they liked her song. Wiping away the tears that wouldn't stop, she quickly wrote a response. That makes me really happy, thank you. Even after she sent it, she kept crying for a little while. She hadn't cried this much since the earthquake. And then she stood up. Stupid things. She took her costumes for the day's concert out of her bag, balled them up and threw them in the trash. It was a white caped outfit worn by some angel character in some anime. Certain fans really loved it, but she didn't care about it at all. She took a wet towel off a nearby table and violently wiped away her makeup. Aww. She was never wearing another cape or putting on makeup to look like an anime character again. Never, she said out loud. She realised she was more excited than she'd ever been before. And then she started to realise what she wanted to do. What would happen if she said she was going to quit the band? It caused trouble for a lot of people, definitely. Her band was scheduled to play in the Restoration Festival. But even so, she never wanted to sing at another concert. She laughed and kissed her smartphone. She couldn't wait to get home and started fiddling with her music. Over the web, she could really share her music with others. As long as they weren't hearing her voice live, it would be fine. If she just played a recording from a speaker, for example. That's right. She'd leave Shibuya, and when she had a few more songs, she could record them and play them at the street concert. Her speaker was small enough that she could fit it under her clothes to fool people. It would be rude to do the same song every time, so each time she'd re-record it at home. Oh shit, the 4 knocks again. There's a knock at the door. One of my staffers, maybe? Oh, but this person's more innocent, unlike the other guy who was fooling people by claiming that he was poor when he wasn't. No, don't kill her. Or make her kill herself, or whatever the hell they do. No, don't answer the door. She smiled and answered them. Now that she's thrown away her clothes, her bag was lighter than she'd ever imagined it could be. The lightness made her think about the future. She was happy.
Hi.
Gary! And we danced towards the door, completely ignorant of what was on the other side. September 19th, 2015, Friday night. Shortly after she finished, she was walking through Shibuya. She had a limp and dragged one leg behind her as if it was injured. Her bangs were unnaturally long, most of her face was covered by them. She wore a dark-coloured dress that seemed to melt into the night, and above it, a bright red cardigan. Ugh. Her chest, arms and legs were almost completely covered. Despite the fact that the night was still warm, she wore gloves as if it were a sin to show any skin at all. She ran to a couple coming out of a hotel and staggered slightly. But she didn't even look at the people she ran into. She looked down and disappeared in the streets of Shibuya.
誰？キメな。ねえ、今の人の顔見た？あ？だよ。気持ち悪い。何あれ？何？あの目。
Weird how? Reptilian? Digital native. I assume that means chapter 1 digital native. Oh look, a weird face on the achievement. For example, let's say you asked a kid in middle school, do you know what Schrodinger's cat is? Most would say yes, or I've heard of it. We'll start by eliminating the DQNs who say they've heard of it. DQNs? To be honest, in school, most kids wouldn't know what it was. Next you ask, well, what was it? Next we eliminate the poor fools who say, it's something about a cat in a box, right? Or, there's this cat, but you don't know if it's alive or dead, right? Or maybe they say, there's a cat in a box, and next to it is a device that may or may not give off poison gas. You don't know if the cat's alive or dead till you open the box. Everybody knows that. We can eliminate those show-offs as well. Wrong-sider? Anybody from these groups is a wrong-sider. A wrong-sider? The right answer would be to describe the experiment and then say, it was a thought experiment proposed by Schrödinger to criticize the quantum mechanical theory that state collapse only occurs after human observation. But barely anyone could do that. I imagine at that time the only guy who's still in high school who knows that Schrödinger got the idea after exchanging letters with Einstein. I hate wrong-siders. I'd taken a break from investigating the 2 incidents that had occurred recently in Shibuya and was paging through some @channel blog aggregators for a change of pace. Oh, bloody hell. As always, articles about bad idols and corporations with terrible work environments were getting tons of hits. It was hard to believe that the crash of 15, a huge news story that had just happened this month, was already off the front pages. Did the people reading and commenting on these sites realise that everything they read about corporations and idols was carefully controlled? Did they know that most big aggregator sites are corporations too? Probably not. Did they realise that the comments were all manipulated to go one direction or another? Kids our age are living in a world where all the information you could ever want was right at your fingertips. To those of us in the enlightened generation, ignorance was the worst sin. The ignorant were self-righteous, easily manipulated, and needed to push their paper-thin worldview onto others. They were nothing but a nuisance. The worst of the lot were the so-called otaku. I couldn't stand otaku. They were wrong-siders. God, what's with us wrong-siders? Take the picture on the cover of the magazine. It was the Blood Tune. Blood Tune? Hey, cute. Any otaku who just watched it for the cute characters was a loser. Oh, fuck off. Oh no, I do watch it more for the story, to be honest. No point in watching a show if you're just going to ignore its deeper themes. I quite agree. But at the same time, I think let people be people, you know? I couldn't stand people who still held to the old-fashioned idea that only otaku watched anime, but people who ignored a show's themes just watched it for the cuteness were even worse. Nah, I wouldn't agree with that. I mean, I had some people that I met through a friend who were claiming that all anime was schoolgirls, underage schoolgirls getting raped, which is not the fucking case. It is with various hentai, but that's not a thing you just paper over the entire anime, honestly. They were ignoring the implicit social criticism hidden in...
Nani?
What? I stared at the magazine in amazement. Specifically, I stared at the box that listed the next episode previews. The text said that Eren was missing.
Bakaka!
Idiots! Damn it, I'd let my guard down because I knew this episode was written by the guy who wrote the original manga.
この原作者は原作のことが分かっていない。
That's a bit of a dim view of the author, isn't it? How can you remove Eren from the story halfway through? Not keeping her around meant bringing all the internal drama that had been built up so far to a halt. God damn it! So much of my change of pace. I knew I had work to do on the case, but I'd put it away because I couldn't find any link between the two crimes. Well, I know a link. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody was a witness to those crimes. I thought for a moment, then took my magazine from its secret stash. It was an issue of an older magazine called Cool Cat Press. Hey, it's Cool Cat, I'm here to talk about all the kids, and don't bully. Bullying is wrong. Points to those who get the reference. People called it a dating guide for normals written by someone who'd never dated a girl in his life, but you'd be surprised. Oh, that's pretty bloody harsh, isn't it?
女性が必ず落ちる告白の言葉?
Well, depending on the girl, they could be multiple things, like, my favourite anime is X, or I bench a few at the gym, or will you be weird with me together? What do I know? I'm an idiot. Yeah, exactly, thank you. I am stupid. I knew it was stupid. But when I ran an internet search for their #1 phrase, nothing came back. Really? Was the phrase something like, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Or, if I told you you had a great body, would you hold it against me? Or, some other terrible pun. The fact that it didn't show up on the internet meant to me that it was worth something.
Makoto ni katte na no desu ga, suki ni natte mo ii desu ka?
What? The reaction that I'm sure I would get would probably be a slap in the face if I said, I know this is extremely selfish of me, but may I fall in love with you? Oh, that's just creepy. Oh.
何を
With who? What the fuck?
何してんだ
Who the hell are you? What are you doing here? I tend to yell at the voice.
ん
おのえお前いつ
Uh-oh. I hid my favourite magazine behind my back and tried to calm my racing heart. Yeah, I think I would as well. Even if we've known each other ever since we were kids. Don't just come in like that.
ノックしたよ。てか、何その雑誌面白いの
Yeah, no, it's a boring magazine. You wouldn't be interested.
なんでもない
It's nothing! Yeah, that's not gonna convince her. I couldn't let her find out. This was bad.
どうしたんだよなんで制服着てるんだ帰ったんじゃないのか
Yeah, that's a good question. Aww.
今日の部活で事件のこと調べてこいって言ったのタコじゃん。
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right.
はい、これ追加の現場周りの画像データ。
Oh, personal space! Personal space! Ew, 16 gigabytes. We don't advertise fake 16 gigabytes. Well, I find most bloody things do. And took the USB memory stick out of her purse.
おありがとうついでに僕の PC に入れちゃってくれるか
Lazy bastard.
珍しいね。自分の PC 触らせるなんて。
Yeah, I can understand that. I don't like anyone touching my computer. It's mine, I built it.
別にお前はいいよ
Steady on there, steady on.
ふん
Does that mean I'm special? She didn't seem to think much of it as she started to copy the data off. Okay, now's my chance. The RV was cramped, but there was a lot of space for storage. I pretended to make tea as I tried to find room on the top shelf. Okay, there's just enough room for one more magazine. And then I heard a pew pew sound, like a small fart from behind me. I glanced back and saw that I was using the mouse with one hand and fiddling with her Gero Foggy Gero strap with the other. Okay. This was my chance. Gero Foggy Gero strap was a soft vinyl cell phone strap I'd won in a candy contest when I was a kid. When you pushed its belly, it was supposed to say Gero Gero. It turned out to be an incredibly rare prize that could fetch 100,000 yen at auction, but since I was a kid who didn't know any better, I gave it to Sarika as a present. Ah, she seemed to really like it, and ever since she'd carried it with her. And of course, it was a gift! Which, well, that was fine, but... It was old and faded, and when you press its belly, air leaked out of its side and made a weird noise. It used to go "Gororo go," I think, but now it's just making a strange whooshing sound. Ever since she was a kid, she had a habit of fiddling with it, especially when she was nervous or focused on something. In other words, she was focused on the computer. Oh no, my porn collection! Now was my chance to hide it. I jammed the magazine into the shelf and moved some things so she couldn't see it.
Mountain View でいいか?
Mountain View? Oh, of course, Mountain View's a licensed project. I can't. Yeah.
いいよ、もったいないじゃん。それにすぐに帰るし。はい、終了。
Should be drinking Mountain Dew anyway, viral stuff. Hmm.
結構取ったな。成果は?
Luck.
新しい発見はなかったよ。タクは新しい共通点見つかった？
いや。
Shook my head, frustrated.
そっか。まあ気長に行こう。じゃあ明日部室で。
Okay, see you then. Just as she was about to leave, I got an idea.
尾上。
She was in theory a girl. Oh, thanks. I bet she really... if she could read your mind, I'm sure she'd be flattered. In theory, you're a girl.
さ、例えばなんだけど。
But...
なんていうか、お前が告白されたとしてさ。いや、だから例えばこう言われたらどう？誠に勝手なのですが、好きになってもいいですかって。
Well, if someone said that to me, I'd quickly walk away from them because that's bloody creepy.
さっき言ってたやつ？
それはいいから。どう？
I think she thinks it's creepy. Sarika thought for a second.
年下なの？その人。
Does that really... what the hell was that?
え？
Huh?
丁寧語だから。
Since they're being so... That's true, come to think of it. Why was it so polite anyway?
年下なのかな。いや、そうじゃなくて。どう？
どうって、丁寧だなって思うけど、告白されたことないからよくわかんない。
What help you are?
他には何か思わないか？こう、素敵だなと思ったりしないか？
別に相手によるんじゃない？
You're not getting anywhere with this one. What's going on here, cool cat? Don't blame me! I'm over here with Daddy Derek! In our weird messed up relationship! Okay, I'll stop now. It would depend on the person asking the question. Of course it would!
あ、そうだ、忘れてた。500円ちょうだい。
Oh, I'm being shaken down now, am I?
これこれ、忘れてた。
Showing a paper bag she was holding.
さっきそこでゲンさんに会ったの。タクにいつものだって言って渡してくれって。特価で500円でいいって立て替えたの。
いつもの
My usual? Confused, I took the bag from her. Jen's usual changed every time I talked to him, so I couldn't count on it. What was it today? That drunk old bastard!
何？いつものって。
What's your usual?
なんでもない。ほら、500円。
Are they dirty magazines? I forced the 500 yen into her hands. Ignoring her persistent questions, I led her to the door.
明日、学校で。データはありがとう。助かった。
わかったよ。
Reluctantly, she left my room. Phew! Damn it. Sure, this is what I always bought from Jen. But the information in the last one was no good. What the heck was a cool cat anyway? I've already explained that. A cold cat? Is it cold because it's dead? 100 ways to secretly show your sexy side. Yeah, I'm sure that's useful.
じゃない。
No. I needed to hide this too. But I had so many of them now, I was running out of room on the top shelf. I tried to force it in, a mountain of old papers came falling out. Damn it, no room, huh? What's this? It was an old scrapbook about the murders that had occurred 6 years ago in Shibuya. I'd bought it from Jen too, come to think of it. I'd already scanned it, but had forgotten to throw out the original. How could I, of all people, be so lax with information? I'd just have to bundle it up with the rest of my collection. My eyes lingered for a second on the page. Come to think of it... I quickly ran over to my PC. I opened the files on the case that I'd been looking for.
マジか。
My words were a whisper. I looked back at the scrapbook, then compared it to the date on the PC. There was no doubt. I kept looking at it, and it kept saying the same thing. But this... If my hypothesis was right...
きっと警察も気がついてないぞ。
That's a breakthrough then. The hell? Strange sumo stickers increasing... What's this? Lately, stickers with the face of a sumo wrestler on them have been appearing around Shibuya. You started seeing them on signs, the guardrails in Shibuya about 5 or 6 years ago. There are a lot of stickers put... Oh, I see, this moves like a real web page, okay. A lot of other stickers put up by graffiti artists, but Shibuya in particular has a huge number of these sumo stickers. Some have speculated that they're a message from a terrorist group or perhaps a cult, but as of now, that's nothing more than a hypothesis. When asked about the stickers, a 41-year-old man who worked at Chin Shibuya Hair Salon said they're creepy. I wish whoever it was would stop destroying the Shibuya landscape. Sometimes residents will take them down only to see them reappear later. Shibuya City Hall says, quote, "We are continuing our community outreach efforts to help stop these stickers from being put up. But also, there are no plans to use city funds to remove the stickers. Police said that placing these stickers on public property is a misdemeanor and it's extremely difficult to prosecute without catching someone in the act doing so. They have no current plans of dealing with the stickers either. Citizens of Shibuya are going to be stuck with the stickers for a while, it seems." Okay. I thought I couldn't click that, but never mind. After I first saw one 2 years ago, I've been seeing them everywhere. It feels like there are more lately. These two. There was one under the escalator at Ikuawo. How the hell did they get down there? I did this a few years back. I wonder if it's still there. I saw that one too. Oh, that's crazy. Gatsu-san, do so. I always feel sick when I see that face. I once threw up when I saw one of those stickers. Shit sucks. Whoever put them up needs to FOAD. Okay. I heard if you scribble on top of one, the sumo wrestler curses you. I don't know, it's impossible to get these damn things off. Saw one today. Stop upping these things, Anon. That's a shit ton of them. You search on the image search. I actually saw one of those stickers talking once. It yelled out, "Do Sukhoi!" Time for your meds, Grandpa. Anonymous. Somebody make a delude map that lists all their locations. You'll be at it for years. So if I go to Shibuya and get stare raped by sumo wrestlers, right? I don't understand the sluts that go in Shibuya to enjoy that. There's Carl Benjamin, clearly. They should just put up a bunch of cute anime girl stickers instead, like Hona or Siare-tan. Then all the otaku dorks would move from Akibara to Shibuya. I vote for Hangetsu Kamiyama. I feel pressure coming from Ryoko. This is my prophecy unto you. Someday we'll see a sumo judge sticker. True that. Okay. At this point, only a few people saw.
一体誰が予想できる？こんな気味の悪いシールが後に世界を揺るがす大事件のきっかけになるだなんてこと。
Well, I certainly couldn't have guessed it.
De, これが今月の7日に起きた事件の週刊誌の特集の画像。
7日ってニコニア生放送中の公開自殺か。読んだよ、その記事。
Wasn't really a suicide. That's a bit of a fucked up suicide, isn't it?
自殺と決まったわけじゃないけどな。それにネットではこっちみんなって言い方が主流になってきてる。で、これがその生放送の映像。
Oh, you got a video of it still.
それも見た。つうか一緒に見ただろ
う。で、これがその現場の建物。尾上が昨日さらに追加してきた。
それも知ってるって。
で、これがその部屋の中。
Yeah, how exactly? Until then, Ito had been disinterestedly pointing his camera at the colourful decoration in the hallway, but this got his attention. Of course it did. No one else had seen these pictures yet.
先週末な、現場向かいのカラオケボックスの5階の部屋から見えるんだよ。
Alright, yeah.
マジで？
God, it's a horrible way to go.
この5階から。
You could always count on him to be interested when it came to new information.
で、何？お前一人で入ったのか？
I wouldn't have.
は？
いやいや、カラオケボックスに人から？
For a karaoke alone? That's sad.
仕方ないだろ。別に恥ずかしいことじゃない。それに歌ったわけじゃないから、正確には人からとは言わない。
It's not embarrassing, and yet I'm gonna sound really flustered when I say it. Well, to be honest, I was a little embarrassed. Yeah, I think so. The guy at the counter, who was probably just a part-timer, had stared at me suspiciously. That's not good, is it? Maybe I attracted his attention by coming in during the middle of the day in my uniform. Yeah, that would attract attention. And since I've never been there before, he made me fill out membership paperwork. Oh, bloody hell. I didn't know how to do it, so it took a long time. And actually, I'd actually never been to a karaoke place before in my life.
よし、ここは OK。次行こうぜ。
Next one?
めんどくさいな。
I agree. We went over to the gym from the second floor hallway. It was filled with students laughing over who knows what. The whole school was getting ready for the culture festival next week. This year's festival was supposed to be a big one. Hekiho Academy was the first private high school built as part of the restoration efforts, and so it was attracting a lot of attention. One reason why everyone was so excited for the school fair was the school's lax rules, with lots of clubs and activities. But the biggest reason was the Shibuya Peace and Restoration Festival 2 months from now. 2 months from now, on November the 9th, would mark 6 years since the Shibuya earthquake. The 5-year anniversary fair last year had affected the whole town. And since the school was in Shibuya too, it would include us. We were just a simple high school, but now our culture festival was being treated as a prelude to the big one, and supposedly there would be TV cameras filming the day of the event.
うわ、あのパチンの着ぐるみ大丈夫かよ。つかなんで今来てんだ？
Got a point. Surely they're copyright, aren't they? Oh, I can save it. Brilliant. Because it's getting close to thingy. Oh no, it isn't. Now where to go? Well, let's have a look at some of these tips. A private academy, a mid-sized academy comprised of middle school and high school, with over 1,000 students in total. Its construction was proposed as part of the reconstruction project in November 2009, Shibuya earthquake, and April 2012 it was completed. It's small, but the facilities are all brand new and the students mostly love it. The middle school is located next to the high school. Cool cat press, another fictional thing. a young man's magazine founded in 1979, a so-called dating manual. It contains large amounts of information about how to seduce women, popular fashions, and the ideal spots for first kisses, all of which was of dubious accuracy. Yeah. It was very popular between the late 80s and early 90s, but circulation gradually declined, and in 2004 the magazine shut down. You can still find it in the magazine corners of used bookstores. Erin, fictional, full name Erin Free Urgel, a 10-year-old female character who appears in Bloodtune the animation. She speaks in a haughty, archaic manner and always looks down on others. The younger sister of Serial Girl, the main heroine, and also a princess of Star. Her catchphrase is "Insolent Fool, Star." She has a deadly magical stick named Orchin Musha, Star Compiler. Oh, okay. Bloodtune, the animation, originally a manga that was turned into an anime, 26 episodes in all. Well, that says fictional, but yeah. Enlightened Generation. No, this one doesn't have fictional. A word used on the internet in 2010s. The exact boundaries of the generation are unspecified, but it is often used to refer to people born in the 1990s. Members of this generation are said to not want things that they don't need, and to act logically rather than putting forth unneeded effort. It's said that one cause of this is that the internet was so widely available by the time they were old enough to use it, which exposed them to information about society and reality at an earlier point, at a deeper level than generations before them. Crash of 15. Fictional. In September 2015, the large solar storm in history struck Earth, causing electromagnetics to fail worldwide. The damaged infrastructure and the panic that resulted in some areas, particularly in North America, became known as the Crash of 15. A large hole opened in the Earth's electromagnetic shield, leaving enough defenses against the solar flare. Since absolutely no precautions were taken beforehand, powerful electrical current damaged electronics and high voltage transformers, shutting down the electrical grid. The reconstruction project in Shibuya had only just finished in its redesign of the city's infrastructure, and while Japan suffered relatively little damage, Shibuya in particular suffered almost none. Wrong-sider. There we go. Someone on the wrong side of the digital or information divide. The term wrong-sider originally referred to those who, for various reasons, found it difficult to use information and communication technology, like the internet. Ah, so old people then. Got it. Lately, however, it's come to refer also to people who can't properly use the information they have, or who are simply ignorant. On internet message boards, the term is often used to refer to people whose understanding is incorrect or whose information is out of date. Mayashiro uses this term in the latter sense of the word, not its original meaning. Ah, I see. DQN, Japanese net slang, pronounced Dokan-kyun, used to refer to people who are stupid, antisocial, or delinquents. Alright. Sang it. A category tag on the Nikoniya video site. Category tags are genres defined by site's administrators such as anime, gaming, and sports that are used to classify the videos that the users uploaded. So for example with this video I put in anime because this is an anime like game, but it also added a couple other things like visual novel, single player, blah blah. Sang it, as the name suggests, is a genre where the uploader sings a song in the video. There are many different types of sang it songs, such as original songs, covers of existing songs, or even songs with lyrics added to what was originally instrumental music. Sang it's relationship to Vocaloid genre, Vocaloid, has helped it expand its popularity within younger generation to the point where there are now even books and events dedicated to the genre. In 2015, it was one of the most popular genres of Nikoniya, and many people have turned pro after uploading a Sang It video. Alright. W. Net slang, a Japanese counterpart of the English word lol, short for rarai, which means laughter. It's said to find its origin in a certain non-Japanese online game which only allowed for the use of the English alphabet. By putting W's in the middle or at the end of a phrase, a user could indicate that they are laughing. Often used on @chan and Hyonya, and often used to indicate mocking or derisive laughter. Reassure believes a person's use of the W is a sign that they are of low intelligence, and he refuses to use it himself. Let's see. Jungle, fictional, an American online shopping site that is... Oh, I see. Jungle. Amazon. I get it. It said 5 internet users purchased something from it. It sells books, appliances, food, clothing, anything you can imagine is on sale there. Anything? Japan's largest video sharing service. Fictional again. Often used to refer to the site that offers a service and is unique for the way user comments can be embedded on the videos directly. Many of its users are younger and recently has developed its own unique culture in the area of music. Oh, so like TikTok. Okay. Fictional live streaming service offering just like the normal thingy videos. Viewers can add comments in the video itself, and the streamer can see what the viewers are saying in real time. Offers official streams as well, and while after the site's founding, many of them were subculture related. Lately, they've now expanded into news, sports, politics, and economics. That's the only thing to line up and match at any major TV station. @channel, also fictional. A huge anonymous message board that's the largest of its kind in Japan. Its catchphrase is everything from hacking to tonight's dinner, and its boards contain comments on every topic imaginable. As of 2015, half the users in their late 20s to early 40s, and the age of the average user goes up every year. The primary reason for this is believed to be that younger users are switching to social networks. Makes sense. Haru, fictional character Haruko Natsu, 19 years old, minor celebrity, became famous as the result of her bold declaration that no one her age knew as much about retro games and retro anime as she did, and her ability to back the declaration up on the internet, radio, and live streaming programs. Well, I'd like to give that a try. Wears glasses, her plain clothes and her hairstyle are said to be one reason she's popular with otaku. Regularly holds recordings of internet radio shows that are open to the public. PTSD, yeah, we know about PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. From the 4th edition of the DSM-5, the DSM-4, okay. The American Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Health, published 1994, caused by severe shock from the experience of an accident, disaster, crime, or other serious traumatic events. This mental disorder causes any number of stress-related issues, symptoms including psychological instability, insomnia, confusion, memory trouble, and other problems that last over a month. Yep, there we go. Right. Let's get back to it. Ito turns his camera towards a group of people pretending to be pro wrestlers. Tara and I were in the newspaper club, and it was our job to record the festivities. The principal had ordered that all clubs were to participate in the cultural festival, and recording the festivities was our way of getting by without having to do much work. I can agree with that. Recording video and taking photos was my hobby, and more than anything, it seemed like the way that would demand I burn the fewest calories. I couldn't see myself participating in any of the usual festival nonsense, like the baseball team's fried baseball ice cream stand. What? Fried baseball ice cream stand? Which was probably just regular fried ice cream in a bowl. Oh, okay. Or the Pro Wrestling Research Club's Mascot Pro Wrestling, or even the seance that the mystery club and fortune telling club were putting on together.
暇なんだろ。
Yeah, that's true.
ヒゲを引っ張んなってもげる。
Is he a cat now?
はあ、これ触覚じゃないの？
Charming.
どう思うよ。触覚だとしたらもいだ方がゆるキャラっぽくないか？
え？何？私、そのくだらない質問に答えなきゃダメ？
Well, he asked it.
くそ、リア充め、ただれろ、死んでしまえ。
Wow, that's a bit extreme.
おい、リア充をバカにするなよ。僕だってリア充だ。
That's what you told yourself anyway. Huh?
あ、バカ、カメラ。
He dropped it. That thing's expensive.
おい、どういうことだ。
Ah, personal space, dude. Yo,
裏切ったのか。レベル下がったか。いつ彼女なんて作りやがった。
what?
できてないよ。彼女なんて。それよりカメラ。
何？
I slid over to his grip and picked up the camera. Looks like it's safe. Good. I relaxed and handed the camera back to Otoro.
たく、しっかりしろよ。僕らはあいつらと違って状況だろ。一石舞踏か。
Right siders, I assume, is simply the opposite to the wrong siders.
リア充ってのは2005年あたりから使われ出した言葉で、リアル、つまり現実が充実している連中の総称だ。
Fulfilling and satisfying. Oh, okay.
最初は対義語としてネト銃が挙げられることが多かったけど、その境目はもうほとんどない。リアルの中にネットが組み込まれてるのが当たり前になったからな。当初は友達がいるだけでリア充と呼ばれていたけど、次第に恋人がいることがリア充の条件になっていった。だがこれも変わりつつある。昨今のリア充は本当の意味で現実が充実しているかどうか、つまりやりたいことができているかどうかで判断されるんだ。そういう意味で僕はリア充だ。
Ah, then in that sense, I'm not normal at all.
だから暇に任せてふざけているあいつらはリア充なんかじゃないんだよ。言葉は正しく使え。
Seriously, he needs to be careful. Well, how are they having a fulfilling life? You don't know what's going on at home. Just being a wrong-sider by itself is a sin these days. As I finished my lecture, I saw that Itu was staring at me wordlessly. What, did he not understand it? I'd walked him through the entire etymology.
宮代。
なんだよ。
お前はリア充じゃないよ。言葉は正しく使おうな。
Huh?
なぜだ。
リア充はそんなこと言わない。
は？だからなんでだ。それに補強するなら女子の知り合いもいるんだぞ。もちろん男も。
I think it just depends on what your normal is.
だからリア充はそんなこと言わないんだよ。
理由はなんだ。理由はさらに付け加えるならな。
I quickly swallowed my words.
ファッションの勉強だってしているんだ。
I'd read that new issue of Cool Cat before I put it away. There was an article in it called Utsumoriya's Fashion Leader. I thought it looked pretty good. If I could wear that stuff, I'm sure.
んなんだよ。
Nothing, just fantasizing about myself.
なんでもない。とにかく僕はな。
ああ、わかったって。次行こうぜ。
Sure, whatever you say. As he walked away, I turned my eyes towards the group of mascot pro wrestlers.
わかった。じゃあもう全員で同じ着ぐるみにしようぜ。
I wish I'd actually show these things rather than just simply tell me.
戦隊もの風だ。色分けしようよ。私イエロー。
Sentai Rangers,
そ
awesome.
の方が受け取れるか。でも予算は？
あんたの小遣いがあるじゃん。
バカじゃないの？
それか体に直接塗るか受け取れればいいんでしょ。
You could just paint the colours into her body so it would just get lost, right? Or maybe they can't show him because of copyright reasons. I'm guessing that's the reason.
おかえりなさいませ、ご主人様ケロン。
Master?
可愛くなくね。もうちょっとどうにかなんね。
可愛くないとか言うな。てか別にウェイトレスって女子限定じゃなくてもいいじゃん。男子もやんなよ。
I don't see that. Boys and waitresses as well.
ゲロカエルンってあんな語尾で喋るキャラクターだったっけ。
The two had finished recording the goings on in the classroom. I don't know what to
ど
do.
うでもいいよ。
It doesn't matter. This is class 31. Toes and my class. Am I meant to do something with these things? Some people are ignoring the fuss and studying. Something otaku were reading light novels. Did they really think that if they left the paper cover from the bookstore on it, we couldn't tell it was a light novel? They were just trying their best to stay out of the way. Most people were happily making Gero Froggy decorations, or putting on Gero Froggy costumes and messing around. All the clubs had to participate in the festival, but so did all the classes. No one had told me, but evidently several months ago we decided to do a Gero Froggy themed cafe.
バカ。ゲロカエルンの声は女じゃん。
いやそうだけどさ、そこは文化祭のノリ的なあれでいいじゃん別に。
True.
違うってな。
は？
I decided to get back to talk. I took out my Pokecom and showed it to Ito. Pokecom?
で、これが今月の19日の事件の仮装。
Oh. What the hell happened there?
音漏れたんか。どれ？お、これはまだ見てないな。どこで拾った？
事件のまとめウィキに一瞬な。消される前に魚拓取った。
ああ、こっちの方がアングルいいな。なあ、さっきのカラオケのやつと合わせてニヤ道にアップさせてくれよ。
もう新聞部のオンラインストレージに上げてある。見やすいように加工して使ってくれ。
How'd she die then? She's there playing guitar, but she's bleeding and everything else. So, how'd she die?
なんか最近再生数がいまいち伸びないんだよな。この前俺一人で作った動画のタグにもカメラ仕事しろとかアングル大体合ってないとか書かれるし。
Tina looked really upset. I knew how he felt. The Hero Academy Newspaper Club had been the first in the nation to upload a video version of the school newspaper in Nikonya. Our papers dealt with anything involving Shibuya. We'd done a special on the Shibuya restoration once a local paper had written about it. We won a special prize at a city journalism contest and the video got over 8,000 views, despite being boring as hell. After that though, I could understand being upset at the fact that new videos dealing with goings on in Shibuya weren't breaking 2 digits. Mine don't either.
ああ、カメラ仕事しろのタグをつけたのは僕だ。あれアングルひどいぞ。
That's charming.
ゲットしてきた。
おお、オリジナルじゃん。
疲れた。
A woman and girlfriend walked in, evidently back from shopping. Their arms were full of Gero Froggy stuffed animals.
だから違うって。
いえ、だから何がだよ。
That's a good question. So hadn't noticed then. I looked at my classmates who were already beginning to play with their new toys and said,
前も話したことあったろ。大半の中高生は日頃アクセスしてるサイトで情報レベルが知れるって。
You can? This is a personal theory of mine. Smartphones and Pokecoms had become a religion to the modern teenager, and the information they gained from these portable terminals had a huge influence on their lives. That's it, I can't stand this. What the hell is a Pokecom? Abbreviation of a name that's given a series of pocket computers with 7-inch full high definition displays. The new Pokecom is unique to Japan and has nothing to do with the so-called pocket computers that were sold in the 1980s. These computers began to become popular worldwide in 2012 and are expected to someday replace smartphones. They come loaded with a number of different apps such as internet browser, an email program, a TV watching program, video games, microblogging apps, and a camera. It's said that they'll also be gaining the ability to make phone calls as well. So why have a smartphone after that? Yeah. Tag. Use here to refer to a word or a series of words, classified video. In addition to classifications as used, for example, in a search for the tag "Cameraman, do your damn job," you'll find all the videos that tag them. There are many unique tags on the site, like "Ooh, do your damn job." Basically, "Ooh, a wild ooh." appeared. A wild ooh appeared. Funny ending, perfect match, and I never thought of that. Online storage, I think we know what online storage is. Yeah, multiple companies, both free and paid. Service can be used. Club, free one, offers up 7 gigabytes of storage space. Oh, 7 gigabytes, that's kind of small. Scraping, the process of saving a web page on the internet as data. Okay, so Wiki, a site that uses wiki software to compile information about a particular subject in an easy to read manner. Anytime the internet starts talking about something, you can be sure that people will start making a wiki for it. Wiki software is a system that allows for the creation and editing of web-based hypertext using the browser. The name comes from the Hawaiian phrase wiki wiki, which means speedy. Alright. You're a right-sider. Someone on the right side of the digital information divide, right-sider has the necessary skills and environment to make use of the information and communication technology such as the internet, allowing them to quickly find, share and receive high quality information. Alright. So that Poke thing has nothing to do with so Pokecom has nothing to do with Pokemon. Right, got it. Some people only looked at SNS's like Twitter, okay, Vine, and Facebook. There's that at Jan and yeah, I think we know what Facebook might be. Some looked at all those, as well as the links they found there. And then some looked at all those things, as well as their favourite celebrity blogs, the big 8chan aggregators, and then whatever rumour site was popular at the moment. All these people were wrong-siders. And the scary thing was that these days, 9 out of 10 wrong-siders were teenagers. Oh no, the horror! We've got to stop this or else we're all gonna die. Go Froggy launched 6 years ago with a cell phone strap that had gotten popular for reasons no one ever understood. And then lately a combination of Go Froggy memes on Twitter. As well as an amateur anime posted to, if I remember right, it was a talking, dancing, frog singing anime themes. Oh, okay. Had created a fad, though I hated to use the word for something so stupid. Fads can be stupid. It amazed me that people honestly believe that the ribbit sounds made by the female actress in those videos were from the original. Or that the original was the stuffed animal that had come out recently and not the phone strap. My guess was that they only got their information from Twitter.
それに男の場合はウェイトレスじゃなくてウェイターだっての。
He's got a point. This was one of the reasons I joined the newspaper club. I didn't want to be a waitress. I didn't want to end up like them. Them! Anyway.
宮代くん?
A girl, evidently the one in charge of the waitresses, was talking to me. Who was she again? Fujimoto... I think there was a Fuji...
何田中さん
Tanaka, I was totally wrong!
さ、教室で流す映像のビデオ撮影のことなんだけどさ。
Uh-huh. What was she talking about? Oh right! They were going to make their own version of the Nikonia videos where they wore costumes and danced.
その、アップとかできるのかな？こう、ずっと同じで撮るんじゃなくて。
Oh, you're on the camera, man. What? Was she telling me what to do? I didn't volunteer to videotape it, you guys forced me. Well, it was better than being told to dance or make props myself. I agree. We're a backbone man.
フィックスじゃなくていろいろ動かせっていうことですか？
フィックス？よくわかんないけど。
できますよ。アップでもなんでも。
本当？よかった。じゃあ本番までにどこをどう撮ってほしいかまとめて渡すから。
And then she fled. Whew. That surprised me. Don't scare me like that. I was so nervous I was sweating a little. Ito was looking at me and sighing. What?
お前やっぱリア充じゃないわ。
What?
相変わらず慣れない相手だと挙取るし丁寧語だし。
しょうがないだろ。いきなりだったんだから。
Yeah, I'm sure she really did. And what's more, I made it a policy not to talk to anyone unless it was necessary. This was the first time in quite a while I'd spoken to any of my classmates but Ito.
どうだった？
なんか自慢されてなかった？フィックスとかなんとか。
んだそれ。 またうんちくか?
Hey, nothing wrong with technobabble. It already started to spread meaningless information. Stop it. Hearing whispers about me in the classroom brought back bad memories. I was starting to have a hard time breathing.
おい、大丈夫か?
I must have looked like I was in pain, because Ito was looking at me with concern in his face. I quickly nodded to show that I was fine.
陰口は聞こえないように言えってのな。しかも自慢でもうんちくでもなんでもないっての。
別に気にしてないよ。藤田さんは
誰だよ。
田中さんは情弱なだけなんだから。
That's right, just reinforce that us-them mentality. It wasn't worth worrying about. She was just ignorant. Looked at other classmates who were having fun.
だく、オポチュニストが。
Opportunist? Uh-oh. What did that mean again? I knew I'd heard it before. When I searched my Pokemon, making sure not to let it, you see. Opportunist. One who takes advantage of any opportunity to achieve an end. Well, I knew that, and yeah, I didn't know any of the other shit he was talking about.
言い当ててると思う。みんなと同じ方向にひよってるだけだよ。
まったくな。
Ito nodded, annoyed. Good. Looks like he didn't find out.
いつの時代もスクールカーストの底辺にいる俺らオタクは上部にいる方たちに話のネタを提供する運命なのか。
Apparently so. Hold it. The school caste system wasn't something I cared about, but...
おい、僕はオタクじゃないぞ。
またかよ。
Not this again.
またってなんだ。理屈に合わないことが気持ち悪いだけだ。一石。いい、打たなくていい。オタクの定義は流動していて、当初あった悪いイメージは徐々に払拭されつつあるけれど、2015年現在でもアニメやらラノベやらゲームやらアイドルやらにハマっている人のことを指す場合が大半だ。
I thought I saw a boy reading a light novel turn toward me, but I didn't care.
僕はくだらないアニメやラノベは見ない。時間の無駄だ。
以前お前なんかのアニメを絶賛してなかったか？なんだっけ、ブラチュ？
くだらないアニメは見ないと言ったんだ。素晴らしきかな我が人生や二人のベロニカとかの名画を検索しようとすらせずに同じようなアニメばっか見て。
I think I understand why he's getting that.
このアニメを見てないやつはにわかだとか言ったり。
わかったわかったって。
He only says that, but he doesn't really.
数列都市や冬の庭とかの名著、ああいいよねとか嘘ついて済ませてラノベばっか読んでいる。そういう自分の好きな知識しか吸収しないやつを言うんだ、オタクっていうのは。
カメラオタクってなんか怪しいイメージあるよな。
別に人様に迷惑かけなければいいんじゃん。好きなんでしょ。うちだってジョニオタだし。
Who carries? I'm a Johnny Otaku myself. Johnny Otaku? What the hell is a Johnny Otaku? Does that mean you wear a condom on your head? What? Stop it, please. More than anything, I don't want to be the same as you people. Then the door of the classroom flew open. What the hell is with these circles? The young student was looking in. She must have been in a hurry because she was a little out of breath. Brushed the long hair out of her eyes and was about to come inside.
ノノどうしたの？
おお、女帝、ちょうどよかった。
Class started to talk to her.
ちょっと
She was about to say something when her foot caught on one of the cables running across the room. Ah, so she's a klutz as well. She suddenly tripped. She almost tripped but managed to keep her balance. She smiled a bit and took a deep breath. All students around her, boys and girls alike, began to move. They surrounded her as if they were welcoming a long-lost family
ち
member.
ょっと誰？こんなところにケーブル置きっぱなしにしたの。危ないな。ノノ、ごめんね。
女帝、大丈夫か？
Empress?
ええ、気にしないで。
She answered them with a smile. I felt like our eyes met. I looked away without thinking. Nano Kurosu, the first student council president of Heiki Aiho Academy.
あのさ、うちの喫茶でキッチン側とそれ以外のこっち側のなんてのお客さんスペースってか。
Saw a little as she spoke.
ホール側？
そうそう、ホールだ。そのさ、間を仕切る暗幕の数の調整ってワックンしてくれた？
調整？涌井先生が増田君にそう言ったの？
え、聞いてない？
ええ。ということは絶対やってないでしょうね。わかった。私から言っておく。
大丈夫？なんか女帝、先生たちから目つけられてんじゃん。てか、怖がられてんじゃん。
Yeah, I'd be scared of her. She seems like an absolute klutz that invites terror wherever she goes.
生徒会長なんて生徒側から学校側に無理難題を押し付けるためにいるものでしょ。大丈夫。なけなしの権力を振りかざすから。あと増田君、女帝はやめて。
Yeah, it's creepy.
おお、サンキュー、女帝。
I said stop! There was a boys in class called Kurosu Empress as a joke. She'd gotten the name after becoming a hero to her fellow students through gallant deeds like putting an end to the principal's endless homeroom speeches. Not to mention bringing more types of bread to the school store.
ノーノー、着ぐるみありがとね。ぴったりだった。
田中、それ私が試着した時最後までファスナー上がらなかったんだけど。
Ooh.
あと、地雷？
Yeah, probably.
呼び込み禁止にするからね。
Ooh, damn.
ごめん、嘘嘘。ピチピチだから。これは割とマジで。いや、てかどうせ胸で引っかかったんでしょ。
Do you really have to announce that?
期待してるから笑い取ってよ。
Ah, she's a sweetie. She sure was popular. She even knew the names of the students in other classes. The top of the school caste system. That was the first phrase that came to mind. And then...
タクル、話があるの。ちょっと来てくれる？
Krista walked all the way over to me and Nato. Her expression was so kind it seemed like she had to be putting on some kind of act. I could see that all the people who'd been surrounding her were staring at me.
女帝カメラっ子に何の用だ？友達なのか？
知らないの？ナノは。
Nano is.
はあ、マジで？
What? What, she has a camera fetish? What? I don't want my classmates' whispers and focused on Kurusu. Her smile seemed fake, as if it had been plastered onto her face. Whenever she smiled like that, it meant she wasn't in a good mood.
今はごめん。事件に関して気づいたことがあって、それをまとめてる最中なんだ。
Aww.
生徒会文化祭の準備が佳境だろ。だからクルスが落ち着いたらで。
She's just really upset about that. Oh. Her cheeks twitched a little. Crap. Kurusu didn't like it when I called her by her last name.
ちょっと来てくれる？部室。
Uh-oh. Now that looks like a fake smile. That looks like, oh, can you come in here and have a little chat? You know, whenever your, like, boss or teacher would say, I would like to have a little word with you. And, or someone in your life, your love life says, I'd like to have a word, or there's something I need to talk about. And you just have that dread thinking, shit. What's happened? What have I done? What's going on? I can sense a dark aura forming around her, hardly befitting of the so-called Empress. Well, it depends what kind of Empress.
来てくれる？
Ah! Too close! She was so close to me.
行こうか。部室。なあ、宮代。
Ito couldn't handle the terror. It looked like I could talk my way out of this one. It didn't look like I could talk my way out of this one. Seeing no other choice, I nodded and stood up.
クルス。
Gah!
クルス、ちょっと。
No, she doesn't.
グラウン
Piss
ド
off.
に出す屋台のコンロの数でしょ？やっぱり一つの屋台につき一つで統一する。
いや、それは。おう。
悪いけど例外はなし。校長に掛け合ったけどダメだったから。人数が多くて不満があるところは私が後で直接説明に行く。
Master diplomat, clearly.
了解。いや、じゃなくて、なんで持ち場離れて。
ん？
クルス？だから忙しかったら落ち着いたらでいいって。
もう終わったから。ごめんね川原くん、急ぎなの。
Her tone was gentle, but Brooks no argument as she hurried to the club room. Ah! Dude, don't look at me like that. I didn't do anything.
またお前か。今度は何したんだ？
I don't know. I don't know. God, cut her off. I didn't know his first name. He was in the same class as Aito and I, and he was the vice president of the student council.
いや、いい。言わなくても分かってる。また例のくだらない記者ごっこだろ？それとも探偵気取りか？
Couldn't both. Not really pretending, because he is part of the newspaper club. And they did win awards and shit, so not really pretending. He didn't like the fact that Kurusu was spending time with me.
別に
何？
川原くんに迷惑はかけてないと思いますけど。
かかってるんだよ。クルスの時間が割かれると 同じ生徒会の俺たち全員にな。
Oh, really? I'm not wasting my time with this. There's no point. I try to ignore him and walk on by.
お前、小中と不登校だったんだって？
What business is that of yours? Piss off. I could feel my legs tense up. I stopped. My face got hot, and without thinking, I glared accusingly at Kuroso. She quickly shook her head.
川原くん、急いでいるから。
But he kept on staring at me. Wow, this guy's got a real stick up his ass. I felt like he was grinning a little. It pissed me off. But there was nothing I could say. I did the best I could to ignore him and turn away. I ignored what sounded like a little laugh and hurried to the club room. The second the three of us were alone in the club room, her expression changed. The smile passed on the student council president's face disappeared. This was who she really was.
何が？
川原くんが言ってたこと。私が彼に言ったわけじゃないから。
別に気にしてないよ。
嘘。
Got him there. Really, it didn't. Yeah, it did. Everything about me was different than it used to be.
まあまあ。で、何？副部長。話があんでしょ
Goes to his side and changed the subject.
タクル、あなたちゃんとご飯食べてるの？少し痩せたんじゃない？
Where was this coming from?
これからどんどん寒くなってくるでしょ？住んでるところの防寒対策とかちゃんとしてるんでしょうね。
Interesting bit of concern. Crap, she was in nag mode. Didn't tell her.
進路調査、結局就職で提出したんですって？進学で提出しなさいって言ったのに、勉強できないわけじゃないんだから。確かに今からだと厳しいけど、受験なら私が面倒見るってこれも前に言ったでしょ？
調べたの？というより話ってそれ？
どうなの？ちゃんと食べてるの？
Oh, she's
食べ
concerned.
てるよ。大丈夫だって。
That's what he says. I waved my hand to bring the conversation to a close. I didn't want this to end the way it used to, with a 6-hour lecture about how every aspect of my life was wrong, followed by hard labour as my punishment. Kuroso looked like she still had a lot more to say, but a moment later...
あなた、先週の金曜日、学校サボったでしょ？
Huh? Oh, so that was what this was about.
サボったよ。別に問題ないだろ。
あるに決まってるでしょ？どこで何してたの？
None of your business.
ストレージにアップした画像、あれを撮りに行ってたんじゃないの？
Damn it, I figured she would be it. She was right, the pictures I'd taken from the karaoke box were from last Friday when I'd skipped school. I started staking out the place early that morning and waited for the manager of the condo building to open the curtains.
苦労したんだ。でもおかげで警察以外まだ誰も見てない現場の画像を撮れた。
こういう事件ばかり追いかけるのはやめなさいって前から言ってるでしょ。
Kurosawa was the vice president of the newspaper club and had been opposed to Ito's and my journalistic ethos for a long time. We spent most of our time investigating crimes in Shibuya. Stuff like the attacks on the homeless that had been flooding the city ever since the earthquakes. And urban legends about a company involved in the rebuilding who'd put up tons of security cameras all around the city. And a serial arson case where the culprit had never been caught. And now these strange deaths. Bloody hell, this town's got a lot of problems. For her, Kurosawa said that a student paper shouldn't be investigating crimes. She wrote normal, sincere articles and made normal, sincere videos. The video about the Shibuya recovery efforts that had won a prize had been mostly her work.
タクル、今回あなたおかしい。学校をサボってまで事件を追うなんて今までなかったでしょ。
That was true. But the reason why was obvious, right? I was lucky enough to have this huge mystery right in front of me.
今回に関しては学校をサボるのもしょうがないよ。
なぜ？
だって新聞部を立ち上げてから初めて起こった渋谷での大きな事件じゃないか。こんな美味しいネタ。
おいしい？
Oh god, that look. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That face was bad news. Yeah, I recognise that face. It was scary. It was right next to me, so I grabbed him and held him tight.
おい、縦にすんなって。縦なの？何その顔
？Why is that face so scary?
おいしいですって？人が死んでるっていうのに？
Well, he is trying to be a journalist, right?
違います。すいません。
That's basically what journalists think. Just stay away from me. I really can't handle this.
すんなって。ちょっと待って、マジで縦なの？
Yes?
やばい、やばい。
My face was seriously bad news. The Empress was scary enough that she could send a demon running in terror. I'd never even met a demon either. That's just how scary she was. Oh, I'm sure that didn't help.
もう一度言ってくれる？よりによってあなたが人が死んで美味しいですって？
Oh shit, maybe she's the murderer. I can believe that with that face and being this bloody damn close. Oh shit. I need to find some way to stop her. And then I felt wind rush by my ears. That's liable to get you smacked. And at the worst possible time, the wind blew through the room. Guso didn't even have the time to pull down her skirt. Is she not wearing panties? Wow. Okay, here comes the surf. My eyes were locked with Kurosawa as I heard the sounds of the open window. I hadn't even realised it was open until then. There was a tennis court on top of the special use building. That was probably the tennis team out there. That's bad. I needed to say something. What was I supposed to say? I hadn't seen anything? Vice President? Oh, actually, the window of sales.
白なんですね。
Right. I guess that
イ
it's.
メージ通りというか。
Uh-oh. That's, not a good thing to say. Idiot, are you trying to get yourself killed?
私の下着の色が何色か今関係あんのか。
Uh-oh. I flinched at the sudden noise. I'm sorry. Then I realised. I was sure that was the sound of Kuroso kicking the wall. I made the sound of her murdering Ito. But I was wrong. Oh, that's not good. It's coming from deep inside the room. The hell?
あの子はまったく。和樹来てたの？和樹？そうか、ヘッドホン。
So I'm bored of the headphones. Kelsey Ward.
円数2でイラついたからって壁を殴るのはやめなさい。何度も言ってるでしょ。うん。壁減ったじゃないもう。
Hana Kazuki. The only first year student newspaper club. I better stop. Forget her, this was my chance. I was waving the red marks on Kazuki's hand. I said,
僕は事件を追う。発見があったんだ。もしかしたら大きな手がかりになるかもしれない。
Kazuki glared at me for a moment, but
おお、マジか。よし、すぐ準備する。聞かせてくれ。ぜひ聞かせてくれ。
hurried over to the club's computer, desperate for any chance to escape the Zoom. That's the matter, Kazuki for a moment, and then
PC 立ち上げてストレージの画像プリントアウトしてくれ。
了解だ。
his voice was louder than it needed to be as he turned on the computer.
もう殴らないこと。いい？
I'll punch the wall, okay?
うん。
Maybe she took pick up Ito because she didn't say anything else, but she still crossed her arms and glared at us as she leaned against the wall. She was at least going to hear me out, it looked like. Or maybe this was just her way of making sure I didn't escape. Latter, I'm guessing.
後で飯をおごれよ。
なんで？やだよ。
盾にしやがって気まずすぎんだろ。こんなもん10-0の巻き込まれ事故じゃねえか。
Whoops.
それは謝るけど。でも今回はまだマシだ。手が出なかったから。
Whoops.
手って副部長？
The vice president? I nodded. This was a girl that everyone looked up to, but she was actually very short-tempered. It took me more than 5 fingers, but less than 10 to count the number of times she slapped me hard. I told him that.
マジか。そんな、なんていうか、ありなの？そんなことする女子高生本当にいんのか。ヒスか S っ子手前じゃん。
ねえ、あなた方。陰口は聞こえないように言えって言われないの？
Uh-oh. You know, his highest didn't even bother looking at us, so she spoke.
いや、そのセリフを言ったことはあるんだけどね。それもついさっき教室で。
そう。
Uh-oh. And then she fell silent. That was scary as hell. If I moved, she'd kill me.
おごりだ。決定だ。
You're
Oh,
buying.
we need
It's
to
settled. Super size.
異論は認めん。
Anyway, I'll leave it at that. That's it. I'll get out and stop myself from coughing. Yes. Right. Good night, all, and hope you have a good one.